What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Bravo by Gays. I hope that you guys had the best week. We have so much to talk about. Summer House reunion, the Valley finale. We have the Traitors cast announcements, the OC trailer. Like, so much happened this week. So we are just going to get right into it. All right, guys. So Summer House reunion. What in the world? That was amazing. 10 out of 10. My queen, Paige DeSorbo, ate the girls up and West. Like, it was so good. I can't even describe it. Like, from Lindsay and Carl to Danielle and Paige to Paige and Lindsay to Sierra and West to Jesse trying to stick up for West's fuckboy behavior. Let me say this about West. I will say that, like, yes, what he did was, like, so fucked up, and he rightfully got put in his place by Sierra and Sierra's friend. So with that being said, I am going to give him a little bit of grace because obviously it was his first season. It is very much so like he is blinded by like the lights and the cameras and like all of that. Obviously, according to what Paige has said, he was in the group chat talking about how this is the best season ever and like yada, yada, yada. And I feel like you can't really like be mad at somebody for that because he's obviously like super excited to be on the show. All these people know him now. But he was such a good addition to the show. And like everybody was like rooting for him in the beginning of the seasons, thinking that he was like one of the best additions to Summer House. So I'm going to give him a little bit of grace and hope that maybe he learns from like what happened his first season and will just grow from it and like continue to be like better on his second season if he is asked back for Summer House, which is supposed to start filming, I think, in like the next month. So I will say though, when Paige said, we live our lives and there is a camera, we don't live our lives because there are cameras. She ate him up. It was so good. I like literally have watched the video of her like ripping him a new one at the end of the reunion. Probably, I don't know, 55, 60 times. It is just so good. And then you see Jesse Solomon, who like was trying to stick up for him. And obviously Sierra shut it down. And he was just like, yeah, like it's almost like he was like, yeah, they're not wrong, they're right. I don't know. It was so good, guys. And also like the cast is fucking stunning. Like whenever I say someone is stunning now, guys, all I think about is that TikTok sound that is like, I was gorgeous as a child, I was gorgeous as a teenager, and I'm fucking stunning now. Like, I can't. But they all looked amazing. Even Andy said, like, hottest cast on Bravo. I couldn't get over, like, how good everybody looked. Also, who left Danielle out of the girls' group chat in regards to, like, what everybody was going to be wearing? Because she was so off on her outfit. I feel like she was trying to do, like, old Hollywood glam, and she was the only one who was trying to do that. It would be different if all the girls were trying to do like old Hollywood glam, but she was the only one. It just like looked off. I don't know. I mean, she is the founder and CEO. Do you guys like my Housewives mug with all the mug shots? Isn't that amazing? Sorry, I am drinking my coffee while I'm talking to you guys, but it was so good. That's all I had to say about it. It was so good. Also, Danielle, Paige's confessionals are hilarious. You only think they're damaging because she is questioning your app or like what you are the founder and CEO of. Like, that is the only, you think they're damaging because you don't like what she's saying. Everybody in America thinks that they're hilarious. Sorry. She is a comedy queen. You know what I mean? But also like the Lindsay and the Carl of it all. What do you guys think about this? Because I think about it like often. I'm like, this woman really thinks that like she was blindsided and like she did not see this coming, and that like Carl was like laying the groundwork to like break up with her all summer. Yes, sis, like everybody in America saw it. Everybody in America knew that you and him were not going to last. You're the only one that was like, oh my God, like I did not see it coming. Like I was blindsided. I mean, after watching it, I'm like, no, how were you blindsided? Like it literally, like he was telling you he did not want to get married. I don't know. I'm so excited for season or for part 2 of the reunion, which I'm a little bummed that we're only getting 2 parts, but it is what it is. I mean, season 8 has literally been one of the best seasons of Summer House in like a very long time, and I'm excited. I really hope that they don't change the cast going into this summer, because I really enjoy all of them. Like I've said before on previous podcasts, I really just don't know where they would go with like the Lindsay and Carl of it all. Like, so she's dating somebody now, but can they coexist in a house together? Like, would it be weird? Like, would she film with him? Like, who's to say? Again, I think they start filming in about a month, so that will definitely be interesting to see. If you're in the Hamptons or New York City and you have any boots on the ground, shoot your boy a message. Guys, I want to talk about just like a couple things, because next up was the news that broke about a week and a half ago that the Real Housewives of New Jersey is not going to be having a reunion. Like, what? I'm also not very surprised, because nobody on the cast likes each other, so it makes sense. Like, why get them together for some type of conflict resolution when we know it's like not actually going to happen? So if you listen to Radio Andy did talk and say that, and I believe it was Radio Andy and it was like Reality Check with Kiki Monique, where he said he thinks fans will be like satisfied with the way that the show ends, in the fact that it almost is like reunion-ish. So what I think obviously, like, we've seen the trailer, the beginning of the season. The season ends at this dinner at that steakhouse that they always go to. I think it's called Rails or something like that. Where Dolores is the only one sitting at the table at the end, and it looks like all hell broke loose, and Teresa almost looks like she flipped the table again. So he says that the season ends in some type of like reunion-ish way, where like they talk about everything that has happened, and he thinks that the fans will be pleasantly satisfied with the way that it ends. So that's why they chose not to do a reunion. But I will say this. So many people are saying that, like, obviously Roni was supposed to have a reunion and it never happened, and they ended up like rebooting the entire cast and getting all new ladies. And now we have like the new ladies of New York City. He's saying that like that's not going to happen with this, and they're still going to have some type of way to button up the season. I don't know what it is. I was listening to Carlos King and Gibson John on Carlos King's podcast, and I really liked what they said, where they said that like Andy needs to do like a sit-down interview with just Teresa and Melissa, and like one last final hash out. Love that. He also needs to do a one-on-one sit-down with Jennifer Aiden. Love that idea as well. Also, don't care about any of the other ladies except for Dolo. Like, I love Rachel Fuda and Danielle Cabral, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were going to do some type of reboot and they are like the New Jersey and they kind of like build it around those two and Jen Fessler, which is like what they were saying on Carlos's podcast. So I completely agree with what they said on there and how they think that they should move forward with Jersey. But you can't keep Melissa, you can't keep Teresa and not have like the others. So like you can't keep Teresa and not have Melissa, or you can't keep Melissa and not have Teresa. Like you just can't do it that way. Jersey's a hot ass mess. Like I don't know what the hell is going on over there, but I'm actually really enjoying the season so far. Like it's not like too crazy, like dramatic. To me, it's entertaining and like it's still like light-hearted drama. And I don't know why people are like hating it like so badly. It's so hard to please these Bravo like fans. Like they don't like anything. Like to me, the season is actually good. I died, guys, when Rachel ate Teresa the fuck up. That was the best scene I've seen in a very long time, where she's like, you're a fucking bitch. What have you, like, now listen, Teresa has accomplished a lot. Like, she is a single mom. She, like, really, like, does it all for her family. So, like, she has accomplished stuff, so you can't really, like, tear her down like that. And I'm so sorry, but I think it is hilarious every time someone throws it at her that she went to jail. Like, when Rachel was like, you went to prison as a grown woman. Like, sorry, that I thought that was funny. Like, Teresa's fans are gonna eat me up for that. But sorry, I think she's on my cup. She is right there. Oh, that's my ring light. There she is. I can't. Jersey's the best. Also, like, I need Dolores. So, like, if you're going to reboot Jersey, can you please just do it and just keep Dolo? I love her so much. It's unreal. But I love seeing, like, the parallel storylines of, like, Teresa, like, getting her daughter ready for college and Melissa getting Antonia ready for college. Like, it is so nice to see, like, those parts of their lives, but also, like, weird because, like, they are family. So, like, I wonder if, like, the kids talk, like, if the girls still talk to Antonia, or if, like, Joey and Gino still talk to, like, the girls. Like, it is, like, sad in a way because we watched them all, like, grow up, and they would always, like, be so excited to see each other whenever, like, it was the cousins that were getting together. So I wonder if there's any communication between the cousins. I really hope that there is. We obviously saw when they had Dolores' baseball game that when they walked into the locker room, Melissa told her son to, like, go up and say hi to his aunt, and he did. So, like, I'm glad that they're not, like, keeping the kids from, like, the aunt and uncle. I will say, though, like, Teresa's girls are, like, very ballsy, and they've had so many opinions in regards to what's going on with Teresa and Joe that, like, I can't see them saying hi to Melissa. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. I don't know. It's a lot. But Jersey, I mean, it's doing it for me. I love it. I think it's a great season so far, and I'm excited to see what the hell is going to happen as the season goes on. Speaking of Jersey, guys, while we are on the East Coast, news did drop that Dina Manzo's ex-husband was convicted of hiring a mobster to assault her boyfriend. So we obviously know, like, the story going on behind Dina Manzo and, like, that whole housebreaking thing that happened. And her ex-husband hired that guy to, like, beat up her boyfriend, like, when they got home. Like, it's something, like, literally straight out of fucking Scandal, it sounds like. Like, where's Olivia Pope to handle this situation? But her ex-husband was finally convicted. He's going to be sentenced on October 15th. He is facing, I want to say, 46 years in prison. 46 years this man is facing. Like, imagine being such a fucking loser that you hire someone to beat up your ex-wife's new boyfriend, and now you're going to go to jail for it. Probably for the rest of your life. Now, this is the same man that Caroline Manzo wrote a character letter for, like, in support of him. The Manzos should have been on Mob Wives. They shouldn't have been on Real Housewives of New Jersey, because this is some crazy shit. But I'm happy that they're finally getting justice for the situation, because the entire, like, what happened was fucking crazy. Like, that doesn't happen, like, in everyday life. It was wild. So, I'm happy Dina is getting justice for what happened in that situation. Guys, also, like, some other news. I'm, like, literally just going through, like, articles and stuff. Sad times for the cast of Summer House Martha's Vineyard. Martha's Vineyard Summer House is ending after season 2. They put it on pause. They're saying that they're trying to figure out, like, how to move forward with the cast and, like, what to do. When, I will say, season 1, absolutely amazing. Season 2, I kind of fell off mid-season. Like, it really wasn't, like, keeping me entertained. But I will say I loved Preston. I loved Jordan. And I loved Jasmine. Jasmine? Is that her name? Please, like, don't come for me. But it is. Yeah, Jasmine Cooper. So, unfortunately, we're not going to get a season 3, but who's to say? Like, I mean, I wouldn't mind if Jordan and Preston, like, went over to the Hampton Summer House, like, you know, maybe mix it up a little bit. Actually, maybe they can do something else with them, because I actually love the Summer House cast right now. I'm like, don't want it to switch next season. I mean, you never know. They're always doing cast shakeups. Who is to say what the hell is going to happen? But sad news for the Summer House Martha's Vineyard crew. I mean, I'm going to miss seeing Amir on my television. He's so fucking hot. But who's to say? Maybe they'll do something with them, like, in some other way. All right, guys. We need to talk about the Bravo celebrities that are going into the castle for Traitors Season 3. So, we have Sierra, Dolores, Dorinda, Robin Dixon, Chanel Ayan, and Tom Sandoval. Now, I will say, so many people are like, get Tom Sandoval off my television. Like, I don't need to see him anymore. Like, we all saw this coming, right? Like, we knew that Tom Sandoval was going to end up on the next season. Like, I'm not really surprised. Like, this is something I feel like he would be good at. I will say that, like, and I love Robin, like Robin's Rise, but why is she on Traitors? I was dying at all of the comments that I kept seeing that were saying, like, Robin is not going to be good at this game because she had a traitor in her own house and she couldn't even spot it. Like, or Robin at every round table is going to be saying, like, I'm so glad Juan Dixon is not here right now. Like, it is so many good things. I don't know, like, who, maybe she'll be really good at it. I don't know. I was a little surprised to see Chanel Ayan, only because, like, Dubai is only on season 2. I feel like they probably could have picked someone else, but I do love her. I think Dolores is going to be, like, a sniper from the side. Like, everyone's going to trust her because she's, like, so amazing. I think she'll kill it. Sierra, I think, will do really, really well. Dorinda. I cannot wait for Dorinda to have one glass of wine and go crazy on this cast. Like, the cast is insane. Like, it is actually really good. There's Rob Mariano from Survivor. I've never watched Survivor, so I don't know who that is. Chrishell from Selling Sunset. Love her. Brittany Haynes from Big Brother. Don't know her. Danielle Reyes from Big Brother. Don't know her. Bob the Drag Queen. Purse First. Like, slay. Love that. Wells Adams. I love Wells. He is married to Sarah Hyland from Modern Family. Gabby Windy from The Bachelorette. I don't know her. Dylan Efron, which is Zac Efron's brother, which is a little weird, but Tony Valkos from Survivor. Don't know him. Jeremy Collins from Survivor. Don't know him. Dolores, Robin. Bob Harper from Biggest Loser. Bob Harper, fun fact, Bob Harper is Bravo Superfans Justin Anderson's ex-boyfriend. Isn't that? That's funny. Sierra, Lord Ivor Mountbatten, who's a British royal, don't know him. Carolyn Weiger from Survivor, don't know her. Sam, Britney Spears' ex-fucking husband, is going to be on the Traitors, which is so wild. Like, how are people going to react when they see him? Tom Sandoval, and then Nikki Garcia, which is from Nikki and Brie Bella, like the Bella twins. So, I mean, I'm excited. I think production is actually going on right now, so hopefully we'll get it like in the beginning of fall, which is obviously like amazing because it only films for a couple of weeks, but it will still give Sierra enough time to film Traitors and then go right into Summer House. So, slay. I love all of that. I think it's literally going to be a great season. We did get a statement, guys, from Craig Conover in regards to Kyle Cook calling him a liar over the Loverboy investment feud. Obviously, if you don't live under a rock, you have heard about what is going on between like Kyle, Craig, Turdy Lou, like the Austries, and like Ben Soffer in regards to like the Loverboy and Spritz Society drama. Craig invested in Spritz, and Kyle was butthurt about it and like answered like all these questions on Watch What Happens Live. It started this whole feud, like blah 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 blah. Whatever. As long as Amanda and Paige are cool, like I don't care like about the boys. But lies. I love Craig. Like, okay. So this is from page 6. Craig Conover is breaking his silence on the scathing remarks Kyle Cook recently made after he invested in an alcohol brand that compares with the Summer House star's own company, Loverboy. Now, quote, Craig is deeply disappointed and saddened by Kyle's abrupt accusations, end quote. A publicist for Southern Charm star exclusively tells page 6 on Friday. Well, like, yeah, because I feel like there's obviously 3 sides to every story. There's like Craig's, Kyle's, and then the truth lies somewhere in the middle. But Kyle is saying that like everything was handled like so poorly. I am actually very surprised that like Craig even acknowledged this, because I feel like he wouldn't have to. And then it continues to say like, quote, the truth only hurts one person in this instance, and it's not Craig. Therefore, he will not comment further on this matter, nor be drawn into an unprofessional arena. Craig is like a business king. Like, I love that statement, but I also, like I said, I don't think that he needed to say anything at all. I think that they could have left it as like something going on between like Claudia and Ben and Kyle. I really don't think Craig needed to say anything, but I'm glad that he said something. I feel like nobody really cares like about this drama. I think both Spritz and Loverboy are like independently like great brands, so I don't really like think that there is an issue. I just think it's weird that like I understand why Kyle was talking about it, because he needed to answer the questions that Andy asked him on Watch What Happens Live. I completely get that, but also it just sounded like he was like being a little bitch boy about it. I don't know. I guess I don't have like an alcohol company, so I don't know like how I would react if somebody was like coming for it. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like that big of a deal to me. I feel like the boys will be fine, and everyone will continue to drink Loverboy. I love Loverboy. I've loved it like for years. I drank so much of it during the pandemic. Their spritzes are amazing. The peach, like mango spritz, I think it is fucking delicious. Still want to try the limoncello. Still want to try the espresso martini. But I think Loverboy is a great company. I have never had spritz, so I don't know like what it tastes like, but I've like talked to people that have had it and they love it. So whatever. All that aside, like, keep it moving. I mean, everything will be fine. Nobody is really concerned about what's going to happen because I really don't think there's going to be any more drama after this. Craig made a statement. If Kyle comes out and makes another statement in regards to what Craig's publicist said, I think that would be a little weird. Like, just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. What is that Disney princess's name? Anna and Elsa? I think it'll be fine. All right, guys, in regards to stuff that is coming up, you need to make sure that you're heading over to my Instagram because we have the Southern Hospitality Takeover that is happening at Rec Room in Buffalo on Saturday, June 29th. The link is over on my Instagram for you to get tickets. We have Maddie Reese DJing. TJ is going to be guest bartending. It's going to be lit. So make sure that you are going to get your tickets for that. It starts at 9 p.m. on Saturday, June 29th. Also, there are only very limited tickets left for Sonia in Your City. Sonia is coming to Buffalo at Town Ballroom June 28th. It's a Friday. Come hang out with me and the Queen of New York City. I'm hosting that event. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tickets are they're cheap. I think it's like $35. So, but for a night with me and Sonia, like, especially Sonia, like, come and hang out with us. It's literally going to be a blast. I am so excited. Speaking of Southern Hospitality, guys, a little tea that I got in my DMs from some people down in Charleston is that Southern Hospitality has already begun filming season 3. So if you're in Charleston, send me some pics if you see what's going on. 2 really fun events for the people in Buffalo who love Bravo and always complain that there's like nothing going on Bravo-wise in the city. I'm giving you 2 amazing events to come to. Spend the weekend with me. You got Friday the 28th, Saturday the 29th. It will be the best time. A little cocktails and conversation with Sonia, and then we'll like turn up on Saturday with Maddie and TJ. But aside from that, guys, that's all she wrote. That's all I got for you. Those were all the hot topics that were going on this week. I hope that you guys have an amazing week to come. Make sure that you are rating, reviewing, liking the podcast, like doing all the things. If you have friends that like Bravo, make sure that you're sending them the link to come over and have some fun with us and enjoy the podcast. But I hope you guys have the best week. Love ya.